question. Yes. No.
First of all, thank you very much for finding time to visit us here in the studio on the Western side, a media partner for the Gaidar Forum arranged by the Academy of National Economy and Public Administration. And so, your first impression of the forum as a first-time visitor?
Thank you, first of all, to inviting me to Foreside audience. For me, it's a pleasure. It's my first time, yes, in Gaidar Forum, and it's a fantastic opportunity to see, I would say, a forum that is a Davos forum in advance. You can see a view on the Russia market overview, very deep, through the light and the point of view of Russia and Russians.
Right, and having said that, how would you see the luxury market in Russia?
So, luxury market in Russia, it's a very booming market. The luxury is a trend sector also for the other industries. This was in the past and it will be in the future. So luxury, it's a marker of status. It's a sort of castas that we have worldwide in the humanity. So you can see difference between Rolls-Royce owners and the Fiat Chrysler owners. So it's a system to communicate languages each other.
But is it a system that divides people?
Create differentiation between people, and it's a system that we need everybody born naked, and we need to cover ourselves. So it's an ordinary thing we need. And then this is the beginning of the difference between people, between humans.
Right, and is that industry of luxuries going to lead the way in economic development in solving the problems of the present-day world? Because we do have many challenges and many challenges in the economy. Is it a way to overcome those?
Yes, very interesting question. The trouble that we have in the world coming from mainly from the climate change and human activities did a lot of changes in the nature, in the environment. So this dramatically changed all the habits and the attitude of humans and also of the industries. Fashion industries was one of the not sustainable industry, and now become an accelerator of sustainable business, because there are the new trend that all the luxury brand respect, that is sustainability, and you will see the recycling business, the circular economy, and you will see that there are in the automotive electric cars rather than engine fuel cars. So everything is changing, transforming luxury groups in accelerator of sustainability.
But on the other hand, this industry is facing a major problem with counterfeiting, isn't it?
Yes, counterfeiting is a proof that the brand has a power and value in the market. Who is copying something means that is expecting that with this copy you can do business. So indirectly is a value of the brands. But finally, it's advertisement on that brand, but not.
It is, but for a wrong segment of the society, isn't it?
Not properly. What it's interesting is that the new brand that is coming are not copied anymore, and this is the brand that is going very fast in the market. For example, today one of the most important trends is called the extreme green. There are companies that do no washable clothes, stay 100 days without washing, for respecting the environment. And there are companies that do recycling of a bottle or plastic water in a bottle. And there are companies that do second hands. And many startups like this are very successful in the world, in this kind of environment. So again, accelerator of sustainability.
And another aspect is it is quite respective and attentive towards the demands of the public, I would assume.
Yes. Demands of the public, it's today controlled from the audience of the people through the social media. The market today is controlled from millennials and Z generation that has a big explosion on the net, on the social media. They really control the market, giving new trend to follow, like sustainability, as we said, like inclusivity. And these are very interesting to see as a phenomenon that influence industry and other population. Look at what happened with Greta Thunberg. Everything today is more sustainable. There are no one automotive brand that misses the opportunity to announce to the market that they are abandoning the fuel engine going to the electric cars. Audi, Mercedes, also Ferrari, Porsche. So these millennials and Z generation are controlling the market and the brand.
Do you mean that the market will only care about the millennials and not about the other generations, the older generations? In the first term.
This is a question that put the attention on the environment today in terms of population. I see two segmentation. The young population that utilize social media are on the net, that is really the audience, and the gap that there is with the other generation, maybe older or not in line with this kind of tendency. Yes, this is a time in which who is in the youth, in the young generation, can control the market. Who is not is missing something. You know, for example, what happened to Dolce & Gabbana in the Chinese market? They lost the Chinese market with a small video of 60 seconds that put the Chinese culture in a ridiculous situation, eating pizza and cannoli with chopsticks. In 1 second, they receive 1 billion social media bad answer, and the Chinese government canceled the Dolce & Gabbana show in Shanghai. Who controlled the brands? Dolce & Gabbana or the audience of millennial and Z generation?
But is it a good sign of such an influence when some portion of a population can produce an immense impact on operation of a commercial brand? I mean, commercial brands are, well, something operated by the owners. They're not operated by the public.
This is the democratic aspect of the social media impact. The luxury industry was in the past very traditional and conservative. They completely changed this kind of attitude in becoming to be open, inclusive, and millennial and Z generation, they dictate the agenda to the big brand of the luxury.
Do you mean that in a few years' time, or maybe in a few weeks' time, we will see a situation when people in social media would vote and say, okay, this year we are going to wear brown only. Next year we are going to wear shorts only. And the whole industry would follow that public vote or opinion poll, whatever you call it.
The impact of the social media, it's, I would say, impressive in the direction that influencer or big brand can give the tendency and the trend to the followers. And then a big part of the market will follow the trend of that brand. But finally, audience and consumers gives to the brands the direction. For example, there are many influencers that gives the trend and wear the clothes or apparel of the brand, because audience prefer this influencer rather than others. So this is the power of the social media today.
Social media is not the only factor of changing life, everyday life. There are also new technologies like virtual reality, artificial intelligence, you know them all. Are those having their impact on the luxury industry as well?
Definitely. The luxury was a very traditional industry, as we said, and today the also big group of the luxury like Louis Vuitton and Kering, they are more open to get startups that are very familiar with things that are for engagement of the customers when they are close to the shops. There are very successful startup in Italy that is called Caligo that do this kind of job. Another startup very interesting in this kind of high tech is Drex Code. They rent apparel, they don't sell. New population enjoy to have a luxury thing for just 2-3 days and then back. And there are Louis Vuitton and Kering that they are following the production with the new system of the high-tech companies. So this is something that is transforming very stable traditional industry as was luxury in an accelerator of sustainability and support to the high-tech companies.
As for Russia, coming back to this country, do you think there are any brands that may be powerful enough to enter European global markets and have their own niche there?
The social media has the ability and the capability to offer opportunities to new brands, also small brands, new brand, to enter in the market. And there are many brands that are going in the global market, included Russia, very well. So this is an opportunity of the social media. This is the point that turned in a positive way what was the trouble. I don't see any particular brand, if not the brand that come from the young population that is giving a trend also to the other population. Look, for example, today cars, every car has to be inclusive, have to be connected with the net. It's a sort of connection point. Without this kind of optionals, you don't sell car today. Electric cars, of course.
Right. Well, thank you very much for your time and for sharing your views with us. We really appreciate it, and we will be looking forward to see you again here next year, maybe?
Yes, for sure. Next year in Guidance Forum. Thank you
very much.
Thank you.